Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today I wanted to discuss raising your vibrational levels. This can be done in various ways, and it is an amazing experience to experience once it's been done. So why would we want to raise our vibrational levels? Well, it not only affects us on the inside and in our brain, but it also affects our environment around us, okay? It's kind of the old saying, what you put off into the universe is what you get back, okay? So if you walk into a room and you're in a bad mood and that starts rubbing off on other people, they're going to have this sense about you and it may even put them in a bad mood. But if you walk into a room and you're positive and you're vibrant, that's going to be put off to the other people and it may rub off on them, making them more positive and happier, right? But the other thing it can do is a positive and a negative cannot sit together. So when your vibrational levels are raised, the negative energies and vibrations start to fall away. And it's actually a beautiful thing, because what happened to me was, the first time I raised my vibrational levels was taking my level 1 Reiki course. So they attuned me to my level 1 and it raised my vibrations. Then when I received my second level, I was attuned even higher. And my third level, I was attuned even higher. So what happened was, you know how you have those people in your lives that are really draining, and we call them like energy vampires, right? They come in, it's like tornadoes hit you, and they leave you feeling exhausted and drained. And they're usually the people who always have a problem for their problem. When you give them an answer, they have a problem for that answer, and they're not willing to help themselves. Well, I did have these people in my lives. And what happened was, once those vibrational levels were raised, these negative people, these draining energy vampires, dropped away. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to tell them, hey, I can't be around you anymore because you're sucking my energy out. Or, it's just too exhausting to be around you. They couldn't rise up to my vibrational level, so they just faded away. They stopped calling, they stopped coming around. I didn't have to hurt anybody's feelings. It was really beautiful. So a few ways of being able to raise your vibrational levels is absolutely through Reiki, right? And the more you practice your self-healing, the more you do Reiki on others, because every time you do Reiki on somebody else, you also receive an attunement, because we're just a conduit for the energy, right? The universal life force energy. So we're also getting healing while we heal others. Every time you do these self-healings or healings on others, your vibrational levels are raised even more. Every time you do a grounding meditation or just meditate, your vibrational levels are raised even more. Now, it's really interesting, because the higher you raise those vibrational levels, the more intuitive you become. The more you're open to receiving messages from your angels, from your spirit guides, from divine guidance. Another way of practicing that communication to your divine guidance and raising those vibrational levels is, go get yourself a pack of oracle cards, tarot cards, and start working with them. Trust your intuition, receive your messages, drop your ego. As soon as the ego steps in, our vibrational levels slowly start to deplete, right? We have to trust our higher being, okay? So work with your cards, trust yourself, build that confidence within yourself. Another thing you can do to raise that vibrational level is start training your brain to think positive. Now, it's really hard. What did they say? It takes like 30 days or something to break a habit. So if you've been used to telling yourself, over and over that you're not good enough, or that you think of that worst case scenario first to prepare yourself, it's hard to break those habits. So every time you start thinking negative, try and stop yourself and spin it into a positive. And a small example of that would be, man, why am I always late for work? Okay, so let's change it to, you know what, this time, I'm going to try and be on time for work. Or, man, I always fail my math tests. I'm no good at school. Stop. I'm going to study really hard and I'm going to do my best. Okay? Start putting the positive out there, because the minute we start thinking negatively, it's like putting that spell out into the universe, and that's what comes back at us. Radiate the positivity. Put the positivity out there. Put the best outcome out there first and see what comes back to you, okay? So everything we throw out into the universe comes back at us. So throw out some positivity. Now again, it's not easy to train your brain overnight to do this and start thinking in a positive way, but with practice, it will come to you naturally. Another thing you can do is positive affirmations, okay? Tell yourself you're worthy. Tell yourself you're smart. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror and do this, you know? Take a few minutes, even take 30 seconds out of your day and look into the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself you're loved and that you can love, okay? Another way is actually manifestation. So what is it that you really want out of life? Okay, what is the number one thing you want? Is it a happy relationship? Is it enough money to buy your home? Choose something that's going to honestly, truly make you happy inside, something that you've really been wanting, and manifest it. Every morning before you get out of bed, every night when you get into bed, or even throughout the day if you think about it, start manifesting what you want. I want you to hear it, smell it, taste it, feel it as if it's happening right now in the moment. Feel how good it feels to have that happiness and joy. Don't think about it in the future, thinking about it as if it's right now happening in this very moment. Keep manifesting it. Put that positivity out there and it's going to come back to you. Some people make vision boards to manifest, right? Some people write it down on paper, they'll write it down in a journal, and some people will just visualize it over and over again, or they will speak it out into the universe, okay? Another way, small way of raising your vibrational level, give somebody a positive compliment. Make them feel good about themselves. Don't expect anything in return. Okay, what we type out into the universe, we do get back. So, go out of your way to make somebody's day. Pick up the phone and call somebody. You know what? You haven't talked to your friend in a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a couple years. How do you know they're not sitting at home and they haven't talked to anybody? They might be in a dark place. They might be depressed. They might be sad. They might have things going on in their life that they can't talk about. Pick up the phone and call somebody. Ask them how they're doing. You don't have to sit and talk about yourself for 10 minutes. Ask them how they're doing and listen to them. Okay? It's putting positivity out there. The more positivity that you radiate, the more people are going to absorb that and become positive themselves. And again, if they can't handle those levels of positivity, they don't need to be in your life, right? People come and go into our lives when we need them. Everything is divinely orchestrated, right? People are with you through healing, and then maybe after you're healed, they disappear. Well, they were meant to be there during your healing process, right? There's life lessons in everything that we do. So when something negative does happen to you, think about the lesson that's to be learned in that situation. That alone raises that positive vibrational level, okay? That alone is starting to turn that negative situation into a positive. It's an amazing thing if you really stop and think about it. Everything that we do in this life can be turned into a positive because there's always something to learn from every situation, okay? Another small thing, go have a salt bath. Go have a warm bath if you don't have salt. Put some rose petals in it, put some rosemary in it, put something in it, bubbles to make you happy, to make you relaxed. Self-care. It's as easy as that. Give yourself some self-care. Go get your nails done, go get your hair done, read a book. Take 5 minutes, sit down, have a cup of coffee by yourself, a cup of tea. Get some sleep. Now, some of us light workers, especially me, it's hard to sleep. Our brains are non-stop going, especially after I've done a card reading or a Reiki session. Even though I've gotten Reiki'd and I can crawl into bed, the minute I lay down, my brain is on the go, and I'm going to sleep at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm up at 5:30 in the morning with my husband and my kids, right? But my body does tell me when I need to take that break. My body tells me rest, sleep, and I do. There was a point this year where I took like a 2-week timeout. I grieved, I rested, I got into my own head and dealt with my thoughts and my emotions. And that usually happens once a year, and it just, I don't stop everything I'm doing. Of course I'm still with my kids. Of course I'm still doing daily activities, schooling, cooking, cleaning. But I really take that time out for myself throughout the day. I will make sure it's a safe time, a calm time when I can have those moments when the kids are settled and supper's done, and I can take an hour or two to myself, and I can go to bed early. My husband is really great, like if I'm telling him I need to rest, he'll say go. So make sure you listen to your body, make sure you listen to your mind. When it says to rest, go rest and replenish yourself. Another good way of raising those positive vibrations is grounding yourself, right? So the guided grounding meditations. If you don't have time to meditate, it can be as simple as drinking water. Hydrate yourself, right? Running your hands under cold water, doing a dry Reiki rub, eating root vegetables, right? Eating potatoes, eating carrots. They're all grounding. And the more that we're grounded, the more that our vibrational levels are raised. Even getting out on the bare grass. Right now we can't do that with the snow. Take your shoes off, go walk in the dirt, put your hands in the dirt, do some gardening, do some planting in your house. Get some air plants in your house and get that energy moving throughout your house, that fresh air. Clean your house. The more clutter you have in your house, the more that energy cannot move. So dig down deep. I know it's hard sometimes when we're down and we're out to get up that energy to clean. Go blast your favorite music. Get cleaning. Let that energy flow throughout your house. Some people do feng shui. That's something I would love to look into. But get that energy moving. You can also listen to music. Put some good vibes on and just blast them. Sing your heart out, dance, do something creative, something that makes you happy. Raise those vibrational levels, right? You can sage. You can get rid of those lower, stagnant vibrational levels in your home. Sage. Light some dragon's blood incense. You can go around and Reiki your house, right? If you are attuned to Reiki, practice it on your family members in your home. Give them that gift. Give them the gift of an attunement. Raise their vibrational levels. As soon as I became a Reiki master teacher, I attuned my husband and both my children. I taught my 9-year-old son and my husband, they're level 1. They practice self-healing. My daughter will be coming up to age here soon where she can understand a little more. She practices, but I will, teach her the program as well, the course. Sorry, not the program. I'll teach her the course as well, but she has been attuned. So we've raised all of our vibrational levels here, and I Reiki my pets. I Reiki my plants, right? I got that stuff going throughout my house all the time. And I do the little things like putting salt out to absorb the negativity, right? I burn the herbs, I burn cedar, I burn rosemary, I burn thyme, right? I welcome in all positivity into our home. And and it can also be as simple as if you're feeling scared, if you're feeling down and out, I have a simple little saying I do. Angels of the highest vibration, guardian angels of the highest vibration, spirit guides of the highest vibration, Reiki guides of the highest vibration, and masters before me, please come down and surround me with your white protective light. Keep me guided, guarded, grounded, and protected. Shine your white light throughout this home. Surround everybody in this home within your white light. Only positivity can come to this home and from this home. No negativity is welcome. Okay? It's all about thought process. Okay? Do these small things for yourself. Now, I'm sure there's many other ways to raise those vibrational levels. You can go do exercise, you can draw, you can do whatever you need to do. These are just a few tips. It's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? But you will notice the difference. You will notice a huge difference in how you feel, how your thought process is, and you'll notice a huge difference in those around you and how they react to you, how they perceive you. And if they don't want to be around you, they're not ready to have their vibrational levels raised, and that is okay. And you know what? Some people will never get there, right? We're all unique individuals. We all have different paths on this planet. Okay? We can't judge those who aren't ready to raise their vibrational levels. We can't judge them at all because it's not a part of their path yet. If they choose to do it, you can be open to helping them, right? Teaching is an amazing tool, right? If they choose not to do it, we can't judge them. But we can love from a distance, right? We don't have to be around those toxic people. We don't have to have them in our lives. We can love from a distance. Now, one of the hardest things I want to touch base on before we end this video, raising your vibrational level can also be done by forgiving, okay? I know sometimes it is so hard to forgive, especially when the unthinkable, the unimaginable has happened. When we are ready, and it takes a lot of work to heal, man, we got to dig down deep. We have to forgive that person, and we have to forgive ourselves, and we have to forgive the situation. It doesn't mean we have to forget, but we have to forgive. Without forgiveness, we cannot begin to heal, and we cannot begin to raise those vibrational levels. So we need to dig down deep, and we need to forgive, okay? I know it's going to be hard. It's not easy. I've had to learn how to forgive. I do not forget, but I do forgive. And it has given me the ability to move forward with my life and not live in the past. We need to take all of our energy from the past and bring it to the present. Every time we start thinking about the past, reliving the past, our energy is left there. So we need to bring all of that energy forward into our present location, okay? We need to live in the present. We need to live in the moment, okay? Don't worry about the future, because again, worry puts it out into the universe, and we're gonna get that. So if there's something we're wanting, put out that best case scenario first out into the universe for the future. See what comes back to you, okay? There's so many ways, again, that you can raise those vibrational levels. These are just a few ways, even working with crystals, right? Each crystal gives off a different vibration. They're used for different things, right? Some people do spell work. Depends on the individual, what they want to do. Being out in the sunshine, being out under the moon, right? Drinking moon water. Everybody has their own way, and we cannot judge one another for how we find that self-care, right? Again, we're all unique individuals. And it's kind of, I go back to the old saying of, when you seek out somebody to help you raise those vibrational levels, to seek spiritual guidance, to seek Reiki, to seek Qigong, whatever it is you want to do, not 2 sessions will ever be the same, okay? Each session will be completely different. life events happen, and every day our bodies and our mentality and our emotions are affected differently. So each session will be different because it's going to focus on a different area. As well, not two practitioners are the same, okay? Everybody works differently. We're all unique individuals. And again, your body is a unique individual. So you're going to receive those sessions differently. You're going to receive them differently each time you go for a session. One day you might have this huge wow factor. One day you may have an emotional release. One day you might not feel anything, okay? It all depends on what your body needs, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. Live in the moment and make sure you're doing self-care, okay? Do things that are going to enlighten you. Do things that are going to strengthen you. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. Book in for a session if you'd like. I'm more than happy to help with raising vibrational levels. It is a passion of mine because it has made a huge world of a difference in my life and in my family's life. If you want to know a little bit more about that and about me and where I come from and the things I have experienced, you can go to www.alter-yourself.com. I have a little blurb on myself, but I also release monthly blogs, and I'm telling my spiritual journey on there from when I was just a little kid. So you can understand kind of how I got to where I am today. And it's all about living in the moment, loving those around you, embracing those around you, right? This life is short. We don't know what's on our paths ahead of us. So we need to learn those life lessons. We need to love. We need to radiate positivity, okay? You're going to notice a huge difference in your life and the lives around you. So yeah, head on over to our website, www.alter-yourself.com. Check us out on Facebook at Alter Yourself. Check us out on TikTok at moonishining_and Reiki Heal. And I hope to hear from you all soon. I'm looking forward to connect with you. Some of you are ready to start your spiritual journey, and I would be honored to help you. So I wish you nothing but love, light, and Reiki blessings. Have a beautiful day, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.